Buenos dias YouTube and welcome along to another day on site. There's a bit of an ongoing rivalry between me and Pete and our tools, dewalt versus makita.
Don't get too smug.
So what we're doing here, we're obviously getting our stud work set out. I need a different way to say good morning in a different language. We did German. Buenos dias. What's that? Is that good day?
Good morning.
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. That is my introduction in German for today, because I did say I'm getting bored of saying good morning. So, good morning to all my German viewers and obviously everybody else. So today, you guessed it, we've got a busy day. Lots has happened over the past couple of days. So I'll just take a little run through and show you exactly what we've done. Will has completed this flat roof. So you saw him getting everything down. When I say he's completed, there are still these trims to put on, but apart from that, everything is all down now. It's all nicely watertight, all sealed in. You can see he's done his awesome little details on the corners, so they are absolutely belt and braces. He's gone around with a few sections, so there's about 3 different covers over that, so that is never going to leak. We've also got our eaves tiles on as well, so you can see the finishing detail there. So that is brilliant, so any water is just going to come straight out the main roof, down this flat roof, run down this side and go over our trim and into our gutter, which will sit obviously here, so that will drip into the middle of the gutter, which is absolutely bang on what we need. We have obviously got a big cover flashing up there, but that will be rendered over. This is looking absolutely mint. All our faces are on around here. We've got our big barge board on here as well, so we just got to get this fixed. It was just temporarily fixed last night, but it's all glued up in place, so we just need to get our screws in, get the plugs in over the top of the screws, and then you will never know, you'll never be able to see any of the fixings anywhere. The plumbers came in yesterday and we have removed the boiler, so the boiler which was there is now gone. So that enables us now to take out these joists from down here, because if you remember there was a lot of pipe runs going through there, a few power cables and that as well. So now they've all gone, that can come out ready to put our new steel in. Under there we go, that's it. So that's the existing lintel. We're going to put a new steel in, up in between the floor space, so you'll never see it. And then our new joist will go from this steel right across there into that steel, running this way, and then that will obviously form the ceiling of the boot room and the floor of this bedroom, the dormer here. So there's 2 steels gone in here. Alex is going to get this pillar built up today on this side, and then this side has obviously got to have a pad stone and been built up to the steels there as well. We've added a plate onto the bottom here, so that carries these joists. It also goes into the webbing of the steel there as well. But what that enables us to do is get everything right up out the way. So what's happening here, there's going to be 2 sliding pocket doors that are going to go either side, and obviously one will open that way, one will open this way. So they are going to be standard doors, standard height. But what we've done, we've put the steel right up there, because what that does is just basically future proofs in case the client does ever want to in the future go for full height doors. We can basically open this whole area up, and it's going to let so much more natural light into this room, and obviously just give you a much better view from here as well. But for the time being, the clients want to go for the pocket doors, which is brilliant. They're going to look absolutely epic, but it just saves any extra work in the future, because this is obviously just going to be stud work above this. So yeah, just a bit of future proofing. This timber lintel here is coming out, steel going up, so it'll be hid up in here, so we'll have a nice seamless ceiling that will run right the way through this boot room, right the way out there. Just makes life a lot easier, makes it look a lot nicer. We've also got a door going in here that will go through into the shower room, which is currently the garage. And then this opening here is being widened up to mirror this opening here. So there's a steel got to go in across here, and then we're bringing it out to approximately, it's about here. That is what we're doing at the minute. Alex is going to get this pillar built up, like I said. We're going to get on with the barge board, get all that sorted out, and then we're going to start destructing the dormer. Destructing, I shouldn't say that, should I? We're going to start carefully dismantling the dormer in preparation for the new and improved and larger dormer. So I've talked enough. I've talked for like 5.5 minutes now. I'm probably boring you. I'm gonna go. Let's get on with some work. So I need to do a little video about this. So we know there's a bit of an ongoing rivalry between me and Pete and our tools, dewalt versus makita. So Pete, what do you think? What do you think about the orbital sander made by Makita there, Pete?
Well, two things: don't get too smug. And, second thing, love the Makita. I mean, I've used Tony's Festool for quite some time. You know, I've always liked the dual action, but I have to say, this next to the Festool, for the extra money that you're paying, what you actually gain out the Festool, I just don't think it's worth it. You know, I like the handle on it, I like the grip on this, you know, and it just seems to be a bit more positive. I don't know whether that's because it's a newer machine, and obviously Tony's has done a few more miles than yours, but this is actually performing better, so I really like this, so yeah.
So it gets a thumbs up from Pete?
Yeah, that's it, but hopefully dewalt will bring out something slightly better and I'll be able to buy that, you know what I mean?
Cheers, Pete, for the backhanded compliment. So while Pete is finishing off the barge boards and Alex is building inside, me and Joe are going to start taking this down. Like I've mentioned, the doormat is going to go from where it is at that side there, right the way down to here, and then it will come forward to where this steel is. It's going to come forward about another 500, something like that, ahead of that, to give them a lot more space inside. We'll continue this run of tiles all the way across here then, and then we'll merge into our flat roof there. So what we're going to do, we're just going to take off the top two rows of tiles up here, just to run this through. That gives us enough bearing then to get in there on the wall plate on top of this wall for our roof rafters, and then we'll just get all this nicely stripped back, nice and safely, nice and easy. Keep all these tiles as well. We're not going to need all of them. We have got a massive pile of them already, but we'll just keep them just in case, because we are obviously going to need to rebuild this section across the front here. The whole lot can come down in preparation for building the new one, basically. So let's get on with it. So we're stripping this roof off, and thought I'd just show you this lovely bit of repair work that somebody has done. We've got a lap under here, but when it gets to here, it's doing nothing, basically. So they've covered over, there's a hole under there, but they've also made another hole down there, so any water's just going to go straight in there, straight through into the room below. Love it, love a good old repair job. Buenos dias YouTube, and welcome along to another day on site. So I was away yesterday and a lot has happened since I've been gone. Pete smashed on with this yesterday, got our wall plate in across here. We've had to slightly do a bit of adjustment across just to make sure everything works fine, and it is exactly where we need it to be. Next up, all the scaffolding was taken down, so we've just started rebuilding that now to move it across, so it's exactly where we need to be, and it also prevents any fall risk over here as well. We're going to get everything nicely tied in over there. Let's go downstairs, see what's been going on down there. So in here we've got our steels up there, so they are nicely up and out of the way now. You can see how our plate is catching, the timber's there as well, they're also in the webbing of the steel. Our pad stones are up nicely as well, so all our echoes are out of the way here. Next up, we've got a steel to go in this section here, so basically to hold this wall up, which is currently being propped up by these strong boys. So we've got another steel with another plate weld on the bottom, which will jack right up in there, and then that'll be hidden then within the ceiling line. We've also got an opening going in here as well, so you can see Alex is just starting to take this down. So this is going to be the door through into the shower room on that side from what will be the boot room here. Lots going on, so let's get some time lapses set up and get on with it. Buongiorno YouTube, and welcome along to another day on site. I'm doing good at this multilingual thing, aren't I? I'm keeping this up with what we've done so far. Obviously we've done English, we've done Spanish, done Italian, done German. I need to write these down so I don't repeat myself. Anyway, enough of that and more of this. We are going to start getting all this framework up for the dormer today. So we had a day of getting stuff basically prepped. We've got everything cut back where we need to up here. We've also trimmed back the bits of lath that were up there that were basically on our way. So we can now latch on nicely on top of that wall plate across here. We're also going to get this king post moved out of the way because our stud work is going to come off that wall there, straight the way across here and meet up here, and then we're going to run a stud all the way down here, fixed into that wall. So what we will do is put in like a triple underneath this purl in here just to support that, because that's obviously taking the rest of the load of this roof. So we want to make sure that's nice and secure. And then once we've got this framework up, we can start getting our rafters in across the top. Alex and Liam are underneath there. They're just getting prepped up. The final preparation's done, ready to get our steel in through there. So what we're going to do is just they've made a little pocket hole in there, and we're going to slide the steel through, because obviously we've got a lot of acros in our way here. So we're going to go inside, up on the scaffold, and slide the steel through that wall, straight across there, and into the area where it's needed to be there. That is our goals for today. It's Friday, so obviously we've got to have a fry up as well. Priorities, you know. So let's crack on with it. So you may know, me and Pete have a little bit of a rivalry about tools. Pete is dewalt, I am makita. So I'm just looking at Pete's laser level he's got here by dewalt, and it's actually really, really good, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah, she's very good.
Yes, it is.
What makita doing at the moment with laser levels?
Do you know what? I don't even know if they do one.
Yeah, there you go, look, yeah.
It's because it would be that good, it would just blow everything else out of the water, so they're trying to give the little guy a chance, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Nothing against dewalt, they are brilliant, obviously. This is just my personal opinion, not that of Builder A&Es. So what we're doing here, we're obviously getting our stud work set out. So we need to make sure that we are 90 degrees across here. And what this laser level does is exactly that. You cast a line across this way, a line across this way, so then you know then we'll get this squared across this back wall plate here, and then we know that this sole plate here, tweak it to wherever it needs to be, and that is exactly 90 degrees to our front stud work there. Yeah, just a little talk about Pete's dewalt level. See, I gave you some brownie points there. So guys, this is it, the frame is now up. Let me pop out here so you can see exactly what it looks like. And that is it. So this is basically the dormer. Nice rigid construction, nice size as well. It's going to make a brilliant bedroom in there. All we're going to do now, Pete is just getting the ends cut. So our rafters are going to sit on this existing wall plate. They'll be notched up over this plaster line and up alongside the existing rafter, so we can then screw through to fix everything through onto this rafter. We can also screw down into this wall plate, and then that's nice and solid, and then we'll just cast those straight through over to that side there, nice and level. And then once they're in, what we're going to do, we're going to get a nice fillet strip, put that across the top, so it'll obviously fall down from this point over to that side. That will form the pitch on our flat roof. Looking good. So guys, that is it, the day is done. Frame is all up nicely. We've got all our rafters on as well. We're just basically covering it now. We've got some plastic over because underneath here is the garage and there's some stuff in there, so we don't want anything to get wet because we are forecast rain over the weekend. So that's just being covered over nicely now. Alex and Liam have got the steeling down there. That is bang on. So on Monday morning now we can start getting these joists in across here, ready for when the plumbers and electricians come and start their first fix next Wednesday. So that is it. I don't know how to say goodbye in different language. Arrivederci? Is that goodbye, maybe? I don't know. See ya.